Hey, what's up guys? So this is just a really quick intro. So I'm going to be starting a new series on the channel which is going to be called Sit Down Sundays. So I'm going to be sitting down answering the questions that you guys left me on the last video, talking about fashion and hair and getting some special guests in. The battery is very low on my camera. So basically this week I've got somebody called Patrick who's from a YouTube called Xingcat. Basically, how would I describe his channel? It's very sort of homemade. He talks about hair, food, literally really inspirational stuff. So I'll link it all below, and he's doing a video on growing out his hair. Now he's a bit older than me, he's sort of an older guy, so he's going to talk about the thoughts and process of growing his hair, being somebody who's a little bit older and not sort of, you know, young and basically, yeah, he's talking through his process of growing his hair as an older man, and yeah, the things he had to go through and the thoughts in his mind and stuff. Please go and subscribe to his channel. He's an awesome guy, and yeah, so he's going to be sort of setting off this series for me. So thank you, Patrick, for coming and joining in my channel. I love your stuff, and yeah, go like, subscribe, comment on his channel, like, subscribe, comment here, and yeah, I'll pass you on to Patrick, and I shall see you next week for another Sit Down Sunday with another special guest, hopefully. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.
Hello, my name is Patrick. I am a YouTuber who talks about long hair. Mark reached out to me and asked if I would make a video for him on a specific subject that has to do with long hair. So here I am talking about my experiences with growing my hair as an older guy. I'm 47 years old now, and I started growing my hair out about a year and a half ago when I was 45. Up until then, I've always had shorter hair. I've always had a fairly short, conservative hairstyle. And though I've wanted to grow my hair out ever since I started seeing guys with long hair, as the years progressed, I always thought it's probably a little bit too late for me. You know, after I got out of my 20s and into my mid-30s, I thought guys who have long hair, who are my age, have a very specific connotation to do with them. Either you think of them as hippies or as, say, motorcycle Harley type of guys, and I'm neither one of those. I'm not a rocker. I'm not someone who is into heavy metal, and I'm not Willie Nelson. So I didn't really see guys who were like me, who were older, who were growing their hair out. One of the things that helped me make my decision was actually seeing guys on YouTube, very much like Mark. Although the age range is much younger generally for guys who grow out their hair, there were a number of guys who were in their, say, mid-30s, maybe mid to late 30s, who were growing out their hair. And since I still have my hair, which is not a guarantee when it comes to someone my age, someone approaching 50, I figured as long as you're growing hair, as long as you have hair, you can grow it. And why not? It's not a guarantee that I'll continue to have my hair. It does thin quite a bit as you're growing older, and it turns gray. And who knows where my career will take me or what other life circumstances will take me. And there's no way of going back. I can't be 20 years old again. And so if I wanted to have long hair while I was here on this earth, I had to do it when I was older because I haven't done it when I was younger. The experience of growing my hair out as an older guy has been interesting because I think that a lot of people don't see older men decide to grow their hair. A lot of older men who have longer hair have had it all their lives. So there's someone that people are used to seeing with the long hair, and they've never seen them with short hair. Whereas with me, I think that everybody saw me before I had the long hair as a very conservative person who just wore the hair that someone would expect someone in my age, with my career, in my stage of life, to have. And so when I started growing my hair out, I think a few people were confused, but generally people have been incredibly positive about it. I've gotten a lot of really great compliments on the fact that at my age, at almost 48, I'll be 48 in a couple months, I still do have my hair, it's still growing, it still looks fairly healthy, and that's really helped me a lot. What's also helped me is the fact that there are more and more guys who are close to my age, some even a little bit older, who are making the decision to grow out their hair, and they're finding communities like the long hair community on YouTube. It's not just something that guys who are younger can decide to do. As I've said before, if you have hair, you can grow it long if you want to, and why not take advantage of the fact that you still have hair? There are plenty and plenty of guys my age, and even younger, who wish that they did still have their hair to grow it out. Now, of course, there are some challenges to growing your hair out at this age. Like I said, it does tend to start thinning at around, I noticed it at around 40. My hair started to thin a little bit, especially right up at the top. The gray hair can be a completely different texture and feel to it. It gets a lot drier. Gray hair is much drier than brown hair. But thinning hair and graying hair can happen to anybody at any age. You can get gray hair in your late teens or early 20s, and a lot of guys who are in their early 20s are already starting to show male pattern baldness. So it's not something that is necessarily just something that older guys are going to experience. Another factor for older guys is definitely career. I am in a corporate job, and in some of the businesses that I have been a part of, it wouldn't really go over well if you had longer hair. They expect a more conservative look, especially from people who have a particular rank, a particular position within the company. If you are facing customers, if you are talking to clients on a regular basis, that's something that they may not want you to do. Many businesses would say that you have to keep a very conservative appearance, and as you get older, you're expected to fit into a very conservative mold in most businesses. I'm lucky enough that I am in a field that is constantly expanding and constantly growing, and I don't interact with clients at all. So in the office that I'm at, people just accept whatever you want to wear into the office and however you want to style yourself. If I were to look for another job, it may be a decision that I'd have to make as to whether I'd want to either keep the hair or to let it go for the sake of being able to keep myself employed at the level that I'm employed right now. Overall, the experience of growing out my hair as an older guy has been fantastic. I really think that this is something that has been helped quite a bit by the advent of social media, especially YouTube. There are so many resources out there. You can know at any stage of growth what to expect. You can find a lot of hair care advice. Folks like Mark have tremendous amounts of material about how to style your hair, how to take care of it, and what to expect while you're growing it. Plus, you get the advantage of being cheered on by people who are all around the world who are going through the same experience as you are, and people who may be around your age, maybe some folks who are a little bit older like me who always wanted to grow out their hair and never have. I just want to thank Mark for asking me to make this video. It's been really great to reach out to some folks on another channel. If you are thinking about growing your hair, certainly do keep the faith. It's definitely a journey that's worthwhile. You may find it a little bit challenging somewhere in the middle. I know that dreaded awkward stage, or some societal pressures may make you think that you can't do it, but there are a lot of people who are cheering you on, and you can always reach out to anybody who has gone through the long hair journey and ask them how it's going. Thanks very much for watching.